So you've probably read the title of this video and thought, wait, does Fishy think that Assassin's Creed is dead? Well, the short answer is, I actually don't think it's dead, but it might as well be. It's getting that way. I mean, we've had a bit of a tough run with it lately. Since Assassin's Creed 3, it hasn't really been up to scratch. I mean, you could argue that Assassin's Creed 3 wasn't part of the bad period. So, really, Assassin's Creed Unity, Rogue, and Syndicate haven't been the best Assassin's Creed games ever, have they? And since Syndicate in 2015, all we've had are side-scrolling games and comic books. And some dunce at Ubisoft is like, why don't we put all the interesting things in the comic books and make the games complete shit? Yeah, that's basically what's happening. So if you don't know, a couple days ago, Desmond's son was revealed in a comic book, which is exactly what we didn't want to happen. So we're starting to worry, will that take away from the next Assassin's Creed game? Because, and listen to me when I say, that all the interesting things are now in the comic books, whereas the main flagship of the franchise is supposed to be the games, yet nothing interesting happens in the games. We just sit there with Bishop going, "How's it going, Initiate? Suck my juicy cock." We all love it, don't we? We love sitting there with Bishop telling us what's going on in the modern day with the odd cutscene and no actual modern day gameplay, and then we get thrown back into the semi-decent game itself. You know, at this point I really would not be surprised if Juno's story arc was carried over into the comics and the games were about a donkey that joins the assassins to find some toilet roll for its master.
We need to recruit more assassins. We are really desperate.
I'll join your brotherhood.
Welcome to the Brotherhood, Initiate.
What is my first assignment? Find the toilet roll. Gotta hand it to you, Ubisoft, that is a brilliant Game of the Year idea. Fantastic. Can't wait to play Assassin's Creed Donkey Toilet Roll. I promised there was a point to this video. I've just completely forgotten it. The point is, Ubisoft are making sure all the important stuff goes into the minor media, whereas the flagship of the franchise, being the games, is getting pointless shit. Let's put all of the good stuff in the comics. But at the start of the video, I said Assassin's Creed wasn't dying per se, but it is killing itself. What I mean by that is they're trying to make Assassin's Creed this multimedia franchise when in reality they need to focus on the games and give us the odd extra media here and there, but instead we're getting things almost every other week now. Like, we're getting comics, we're getting books, which is all well and good. We got a movie, which was an abomination. We're getting so much media about Assassin's Creed, yet the one thing that counts, the one thing that we care about as a community the most are the games. And that's the bit that they don't seem to be getting quite right. No, they'd rather put all the big stuff in other media for some reason. Why? And now for a quick message from Patrice Desilets. What the fuck have you done to my game, you bellends? Ubisoft are splitting so much. I mean, they've obviously got external people working on it as well, but they are splitting up so much with this stuff. They are making comic books. They are getting books done about it. They're getting people to make side-scrolling games and shit like that, when in reality, I think they should just take a step back and focus on the actual game that they're supposed to be selling as a AAA title at some point, which I don't know why, but some games just never get released, and this is probably why. And if they do release it, they're so split up that it's probably not going to be as good as it can be, and that's not acceptable. It needs to be good because it's Assassin's Creed. It's meant to be a great franchise. It used to be a great franchise, and then somebody thought, comic books are a good idea. And now, look where we are. I mean, comic books aren't the only example of Assassin's Creed's lost focus. I mean, All I have to do is Google Assassin's Creed colouring book and there's an official one of those as well. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've always wanted to colour Ezio in bright pink. Or Jacob Fry in every colour in the rainbow. I mean, he's bisexual, right? And the game franchise has lost its focus so much that people cared more about Jacob Fry's sexuality than the ending of the game itself. And instead of progressing the story, we're stuck with Hello Initiate, with Bishop. Fucking hate Bishop. I actually fucking hate Bishop. Hello Initiate. I see you're a pointless little shit. How about you go and delve into revolutionary Paris and go through fucking shit with Abstergo, all because we want to make sure that Arno won the war before we even started it. Yeah. Assassin's Creed has really, really fucking lost its focus. Though there are some games that sort of beat around the bush too much, then there are games that beat around the fucking forest. Assassin's Creed doesn't only do this, it beats around the entire fucking country. Really, what actually has Assassin's Creed accomplished progressively since Desmond offed himself? I'll tell you exactly what it's accomplished. Nothing. Okay, not entirely true. There have been some progressions, but they've been so minor and it hasn't been nearly at the right pace that it should have been. And at the moment it feels as if they're dragging it out just so they can extend their media to fucking comic books. So, is Assassin's Creed dead? Nah. Is it dying? Nah. Is it prospering? No. What is it then? It is, I'm going to use the word sick. It is tainted. It is not what it should be. I'm not saying go back to the Ezio days where everything was Ezio and stuff like that. That's in the past, alright? But it needs to go forward with the right motion and the right motive, and at the moment it's all over the place and there is no real motion or visible motive. It's just really, really, really hard to grasp at the moment because of how off focus it is. This donkey story has focus. Look, he was sent to find toilet roll and he found it. How hard is it? Okay, not technically the same thing, but I wanted to make a joke about that donkey. I really fucking like donkey jokes, yeah. But my point is, Assassin's Creed may have lost its focus, but it isn't necessarily dead because these things, it's beating around the bush. There is still a story to be told. There are several stories to be told. As a result, there is no visual narrative that has a focus. However, at the same time, it doesn't necessarily mean that the franchise is dead. Although I heavily imply that if they continue in this path, then it soon will be, because nobody will be interested in it anymore. Unless you like to jerk your knee to this stuff until you break your leg, then that's your prerogative, isn't it? I mean, I hope that Assassin's Creed can regain its focus and make a really good story out of it, because that's what we need in the games at the moment. We need that good focus. I mean, there seems to have all these interesting story things that they're wasting on extended media, like Desmond's son in the comics and etc. Why not put that in a game and make it really interesting, and then have an interesting modern day storyline to tell alongside the interesting past business, which can, you know, it can work. The past needs to go back further into the past, back when Assassin's Creed was at its prime, a different setting, of course, different character, different everything, not necessarily back to the Ezio days, but it needs to go back to something similar to that, maybe a little bit different, but equally as surprising and interesting in its own way, so we get to experience how the difference more, and how that sort of has that relationship between the modern day and that, and what's going on, because that's what was so good about Assassin's Creed back in the day, all that stuff, and now it's just gone. Nearly. Hopefully the next major Assassin's Creed game clears this up a little bit and regains some of that focus. Really, hopefully, because if not, it will be super disappointing, because it is long due that Assassin's Creed regains that focus in the games. Not necessarily in the extended media. You can have that accessory as much as you like, as long as the games are good. The rest of it doesn't really matter. It can be there or it might not. I mean, I don't really care. So Assassin's Creed is not dead yet. it can still turn this around very easily, I'd hope, and make a good franchise in the years to come and be at its prime again. Not necessarily the same as it was before, back in the Ezio days, at least in my opinion, but something similar, something really, really cool. I really want to see Assassin's Creed thrive again, but not in this extended accessory media. I mean, in the games. The games are where it's meant to be, and I want to see that thrive again, and I feel as if at the moment it's not, and if it continues like this, it won't be long before Assassin's Creed dies. Oh look, I've lost focus like Assassin's Creed. These Skyrim screenshots are lovely. Was that random and annoying? If the answer is yes, you'd probably get annoyed if you play the recent Assassin's Creed games after playing the previous Assassin's Creed games in order. I mean, if you like Assassin's Creed as it is, power to you, you know? You enjoy that. You enjoy your comics, your colouring books, your movies, the rest of it. That's cool, that's okay. But please, Ubisoft, don't let this extended media take away from the games, because it has been doing for the past few years now, and it really does bother us. Or at least the fair few people that I know. We might be odd sausages, but I feel as if this time we do sort of have a consensus that is popular among the community. But I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. If you've held out until this point in the video, congratulations. Have a glitch. Honestly, thanks for watching my ramble. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, share, comment, all that magical things. I'm sure magical things will happen, and I don't mean you'll continuously get spammed by my shit. Thanks for watching. Fallout.